For those who just got into the Warhammer series, have you ever wondered who really is the Emperor? Today we're going to talk about the man who conquered the stars, created the Space Marines, and now sits half dead on a golden throne keeping the Imperium alive. We will first talk about the origin of the Emperor, how and why he started the Great Crusade, the Horus heresy that led to his downfall, and lastly, his current state in the Imperium and how he still influences the survival of mankind. This is Warhammer 101, where we make a short introduction about some facts of the Warhammer universe that even veterans of a series don't fully understand. If you want to see more of these types of videos, remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Your support means a lot to me. Now, let's get started. So who really was the Emperor of mankind before he was the Emperor of mankind? Well, he was born on Earth, which in the Warhammer universe, Terra, in an ancient place called Anatolia around 8000 BC, in a humble Neolithic farming village. He has incredible powers from day one. He was gifted with godlike psychic abilities the moment he drew breath. And he is a Perpetual, which means he is an immortal being who can heal from almost anything and has lived for thousands of years. Ancient tales say his soul was actually created when the last powerful human shamans of the Stone Age merged their psychic essences together in a desperate ritual to create one being strong enough to save mankind from extinction. For millennia, he walked among us under countless different names and identities, quietly steering human history, protecting humanity, and guiding civilizations from the shadows. Sometimes he is a political leader guiding a country. Sometimes he is a religious leader. Basically, he has been in a bunch of important positions that affect the course of history of mankind before he was the Emperor. During the Nightmare Era, known as the Age of Strife, when Terra was a radioactive hellscape of warring techno-barbarian tribes, he finally reveals himself and launches the Unification Wars. To win the brutal unification battles, he creates the Thunder Warriors, the very first genetically engineered super soldiers. They're the direct blueprint for the mighty Space Marines we know and love today. Finally, after decades of savage fighting, he unites all of Terra under one banner and officially declares himself the Emperor of mankind. We can't fully understand the Emperor and his influence on the Imperium without first talking about the event that led to his downfall. First, let's talk about the Great Crusade that he started in order to unify mankind of a universe into a single banner. After uniting Terra, the Emperor looks out at the galaxy and sees countless human worlds scattered and lost during the long Age of Strife. His big dream: bring every single one back together under one unified Imperium so humanity can survive and thrive again. To make this happen, he secretly engineers the superhuman Space Marines, which are called the Adeptus Astartes, and, even more impressively, creates the 20 genetically perfect Primarchs, his own sons, to lead the legions. Right after they're born, a massive warp storm whipped up by the Chaos Guards rips the infant Primarchs away and scatters them across the galaxy onto different planets. He forges a vital pact with the Red Planet, Mars, with the Treaty of Olympus. This teams him up with a mechanicum called the Tech Priests of Mars, who supply the fleets, weapons, and tech he needs for the biggest conquest in history. With everything in place, the Great Crusade explodes across the stars. The Emperor leads from the front at first, then hands day-to-day command to his sons as he begins the epic search for his missing Primarchs one by one. While conquering, he also spreads his secular vision called the Imperial Truth, the idea that there are no gods, only science and reason, to free humanity from superstition forever. As the fleets push outward, the Emperor personally tracks down and reunites with each Primarch, turning the scattered boys into the greatest generals the galaxy has ever seen. You might be thinking at this point, if the Emperor was finding all his sons and just doing so while conquering all the planet, how does he end up in the Golden Throne with a body that is just barely alive? That is where we have to talk about the Horus Heresy, the greatest betrayal that shatters the dream for a thriving humanity into a grimdark future where there is only war. To talk about the Horus Heresy, would take up a lot of time that a simple segment cannot explain, so I'm just going to brief you through that. If you want more on a Horus hearsay, remember to subscribe so that you will see me making a long detailed video about that in the future. Now let's talk about who Horus really is. Horus Lupercal, the Emperor's most beloved and first found Primarch, is named War Master and given full command of the entire Great Crusade, so the Emperor can return to Terra for a secret project. While campaigning, Horus is badly wounded on the moon of Davin. A chaos-tainted cult heals him, and the 4 chaos gods start whispering lies, twisting his pride and loyalty into bitter rage against his father. Horus then turns traitor and convinces fully half of the Space Marine legions to join him, plunging the galaxy into the bloodiest civil war mankind has ever seen, the Horus Heresy. The fighting explodes with shocking speed. The infamous drop site massacre on Istvan V, where brother slaughters brother, and escalates into years of brutal campaigns until the traitors launch the apocalyptic siege of Terra itself. The Emperor teleports aboard Horus's flagship, the Vengeful Spirit, for a final, heartbreaking duel. He defeats Horus, but is mortally wounded in the process. After the fight, his broken body is rushed back to Terra and placed upon the Golden Throne, an ancient life support machine that keeps him alive, but only just. So how is he still affecting the Imperium in 10,000 years, even if he was a corpse that is barely alive? After the heresy, the Emperor's broken body is placed upon the ancient Golden Throne, a massive life support and psychic amplifier deep in the Imperial Palace on Terra that keeps his shattered form alive for 10,000 years. Every single day, 1,000 psykers are sacrificed to the throne's machinery to fuel his fading spark. A dark but absolutely necessary ritual. From the throne, he constantly projects the Astronomicon, a colossal psychic beacon that shines like a lighthouse across the entire galaxy. This beacon is what keeps Imperial ships from getting lost forever in the deadly warp. Without it, the whole Imperium would crumble overnight. Over the millennia, the people of the Imperium have come to worship him as the literal God Emperor of mankind, the divine protector of humanity. In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, the Emperor is the only thing standing between mankind and total extinction. He is the linchpin of the entire Imperium. He does what he always did, guiding humanity when it needed the most. And now on the Golden Throne, he would still lead the mankind in this crude and brutal universe where that is only war. There's still a lot of things to talk about the Emperor, such as the Grey Knight that he created, his relationship with the Primarchs, his trustworthy Prime Minister Malcador the Sigillite, and so much more. But this video only focuses on the brief introduction for the Emperor. If you want to see me make more of these videos, consider liking and subscribing, and leave a comment down below. I will continue to make more videos like these for the lore of Warhammer. If you're interested, I made a video talking about what happens if the Emperor wakes up in the 41st millennium. I'll put the link in the description and on the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Now roll the outro.
From old Earth to the Golden Throne, Emperor chillin', never ever alone. Immortal psyker, he's the big boss man. In the Grimdark, he's still saving the clan. Subscribing to Imperial Scribe.
Yeah.
Subscribing to Imperial Scribe. Do it now, fam. Born in Anatolia like 8,000 BC. Psychic baby, perpetual, can't kill him, see? Wander around Earth with 1,000 names that made Thunder Warriors first Space Marine game. Great Crusade time, let's bring the boys home. Primarchs got yeeted by the warp. Oh no. Mars Alliance, tech priest on the team. Imperial Truth, no god, just laser beam. Subscribing to Imperial Scribe.
Yeah.
Subscribing to Imperial Scribe. Smash that button, man. Horus was the fave son and got tricked on Davin moon. Chaos whisper lies and he turned full goon. Heresy went wild, brother versus brother fight. Siege of Terra, Emperor had to go light. Beat Horus but got wrecked real bad. Golden Throne time, now he's kinda sad. But wait, Astronomicon still shining bright. keeps the ship safe through the warp every night. 1,000 psykers sacrificed every day. Without him, we'd all be chaos buffet. 10,000 years and he's still the shield. God Emperor, keeping the Imperium real. Subscribing to Imperial Scribe. Check the lore. Subscribing to Imperial Scribe. We need more. The Emperor protects. Now hit subscribe or get purged.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoy the ending you just watched. You know, making those AI video prompts is much more strenuous than I thought. Anyway, I was thinking if I should start to buy a good mic to narrate the story myself. YouTube seems to terminate a lot of AI voice channels, but this channel is just a hobby for me anyway. Well, anyway, remember to subscribe if you want to see more of these, or drop a comment down below if you like these kinds of animation. Thank you for listening to me yapping. See you in the next one.